Hey everybody, welcome to Flash Fried. Diddly doo, ain't life grand? Flash fried in your hand.
It's in your hands.
So, dude, your brother Stevie beat the patriotism into me last night in my dreams.
I heard.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I
Why
had
don't
a
you tell 'em
dream.
about your dream.
Yeah, I had a dream that I came over here like I often do with like a bag of McDonald's, and Stevie's sitting right back there on the couch where fucking Chauncey is.
Yeah.
And he looks at me, and I start pulling out my food over here, and he's like, "Hey, Paul, give me that supersized fry." And I was like, "Stevie, dude, I bought this for me, man. I'm fucking hungry." And he didn't say a word. He just stood up and beat the shit out of me and took my supersized fry. And then I woke up today with this inexplicable patriotism coursing through my body. I was just like, yeah, fucking America's great. So...
Maybe in the dream,
So
don't
you
know
beat
what's
the
going on.
patriotism into you.
Stevie was America in the dream, dude.
Maybe so.
And you were that person that questioned America. You're like, you know what? These fries, I think they're mine.
It's a very odd morning for me, man. It started pretty normal because I usually just go out and sit on my porch and hate life and think all kinds of self-destructive thoughts. But this morning I was just like, man, fucking America. I would rather live fucking nowhere else in America. Gee, thank goodness I was born here.
Dude, I'm especially glad, dude, because after that, I said some things about Russia in our most recent episode, and a bunch of commies don't like it, dude.
Yeah, dude.
They're like, but wait a minute, but Russia.
Yeah. The Reds
I'm
don't
sorry,
like
I
it.
can't hear you without the sound. I can't fucking hear you over Joseph. The fucking, I fucked it up. Never mind.
Joseph Stalin's dick in your mouth.
Yeah, I fucked it up, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
Sorry,
right.
dude.
I fucked it up.
The
Abort.
eagle of
Maybe
freedom.
dude, maybe they were right, dude.
The eagle of freedom is screeching too loud. I can't.
Well, the
I can't
problem
hear you.
is Scotty never had had an enlightenment, you know?
That was the
true.
problem, dude.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of people like, Scotty claims Russia didn't have an enlightenment, but they did.
They didn't.
They did.
Okay, well, they're historically wrong.
They're more enlightened than other cultures.
To counter your point, nuh-uh, Scotty.
Nuh-uh.
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 Mm-mm.
Dude, communists. Dude, I every time I've ever talked shit on Stalin, someone shows up like, Stalin was a real good guy.
Yeah, everybody wants to make excuses.
Stalin definitely has way more defenders than Hitler does. Not
Oh,
to
yeah.
say Hitler has his defenders.
Oh, yeah.
They make all these arguments.
But-
Well, all the arguments like, no, the USSR would have won. It's like, well, yeah, eventually they did win, but there's a lot of mitigating. Like, Nazi Germany, whatever you want to say about it, it took the combined efforts of Britain, the United States, and the USSR to defeat it.
You guys ever watched any of the Down movies?
Down.
No,
You know,
what's
like
that?
White House Down.
Oh, I've seen them, like, peripherally.
Shit like that. Apparently, like it's becoming like a new big franchise and shit.
Yeah.
There was White House Down, and then there was like King Down or
Lo-
some bullshit.
London has fallen or something? Or
yeah,
is that
London Has Fallen, I think, was one of them.
Yeah.
And then there was like King Down or
Who's watching this
whatever
shit?
the fuck down. I don't know. The president gets kidnapped or some shit.
I don't want to be the... Dude, in that universe, fuck being the president, dude.
Yeah, you fucking are in constant peril.
Yeah, if you're in constant peril, you're the president, dude. I'm just going to pass on that job.
I want a Bad Dudes movie. You guys remember that arcade
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
Ninjas have kidnapped the president. Are you a bad enough dude to save him? Yeah, dude. Bad Dudes needs to be made.
That's the movie. Anyway, it almost came true. White House Down, dude. It almost happened.
Oh, yeah?
White House lifts lockdown after airspace violation was reported.
Oh, somebody flew a plane.
I don't
in
see a White House, just see Height House.
Height House.
So I'm not really that worried. The Height House, I mean, that's not only the White House.
I guess Scotty can't see the full screen for whatever reason. But
there's
yeah,
a ball.
I assure you it says White House.
No, you assure me of nothing.
The White House on Tuesday was briefly put on lockdown as fighter jets were scrambled in Washington following an airspace violation, law enforcement officials told NBC News. The lockdown was lifted less than 30 minutes after it was first reported by White House reporters. The White House was locked down this morning due to a potential violation of the restricted airspace in the National Capital Region, a Secret Service spokesman said to CNBC in a statement.
They got a dude with a gun just like looking up into the air there.
He's like, let's see if there's any
I'm going to watch for
planes
planes.
or anything.
What is this shit?
Yeah, what are you going to do? Shoot down the fucking plane with your
Damn,
gun,
that
dude?
dude's got a butt.
I
though.
know, right? Look at
that
that.
ass.
He's got a bubble
I like
butt.
big butts and I cannot
Excuse
lie.
me, sir.
Yeah.
That's a freedom ass
He's
right
got
there.
an attractive ass, dude. The White House on Tuesday was briefly put on lockdown as fighter jets were scrambled in Washington following airspace. Let's see, what violated? Do they know yet? It was probably just a drone, huh? Lockdown
knows?
has been lifted at this time. A small aircraft violated airspace rules in a restricted area, officials told the Associated Press. The North American Aerospace Defense Command said the plane was not considered hostile. So it was a plane. Probably some little crop dusting piece of shit.
We thought it was a 787, but it was just the president taking his morning nunt flight.
Oh, shit. Can his
Spread
nunt
his
fly?
nunt. Yeah, he spreads his nunt flaps and
And then there's like, the funny thing about this article is just this vast, empty white space.
beautiful.
I love it.
Yeah, this is a well-formatted article
I
here.
think this is
It's probably meant to be
Is it
mobile.
Like, yeah, it's
Ads.
mobile formatted.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on
Ads,
there.
mobile format.
The real story is this police officer's fucking booty, man.
Yeah.
Excuse me, sir. I need somewhere to set my drink. Oh, there we go. Yep, right on the shelf of that ass.
Yeah, he does have a very, it's like, yeah, it's pert, and
Yeah.
taut.
It's
good
a
to
taut
know
ass.
that the people like this are defending America with taut asses and big guns.
I mean, I'm glad we have an ass like this defending the airspace of the
I
White
think
House.
this guy should be our next fucking president.
I mean, look, this guy's doing a great job. He's looking up in the sky. He's like, if that plane even thinks about coming this way, it's done.
Yeah, I'm gonna clap this booty at it.
yeah, he can fucking take down that plane.
Oh, dude, he'll start twerking and distract the pilot. He'll be like, I'm
That's
going
why
to
he's
crash
out
into
there.
the White House. Oh, wait, look at that. Damn.
Yep. Look at that ass. Jesus Christ.
Got to go over there.
Look at that ass. Look at that ass. Trump's actions raise concern about role in military justice. You want to guess what this is going to be about?
Oh, I think I know what this is gonna be
It's about Trump, like, overruling, like, military decisions.
Yeah, some fucking soldier was convicted of posing with a dead body, and Trump was like, "No,
Yeah.
you're not gonna take his pin away from him."
Defense Secretary Mark Esper declared that President Donald Trump ordered him to stop a disciplinary review of a Navy SEAL accused of battlefield misconduct, an intervention that has raised questions about America's commitment to international standards for battlefield ethics.
I made a perfect decision today, TJ. A perfect decision.
Esper's comments on Monday were the latest twist in the case of Chief Petty Officer Edward Gallagher, which led to a conflict between Trump and armed service leaders over military discipline. The dispute peaked over the weekend with the firing of Navy Secretary Richard V. Spencer. Gallagher was acquitted of murder in the stabbing death of an Islamic State militant captive, but convicted by a military jury of posing with the corpse while in Iraq in 2017. So,
Okay, so he was convicted of posing with a corpse.
yeah, but not for stabbing the dude to death.
Yeah, that's okay. Stabbing the guy, you had to do what you had to do.
He's ISIS. It's okay.
But you took a selfie with a corpse. We got to draw the line somewhere.
Dude, I'm with Trump on this, man. American soldiers have been taking fucking selfies with corpses since at least the Vietnam era. I mean, it's part of being an American.
Yeah, I mean, what fucking God-fearing soldier doesn't have a wall in their fucking military room devoted to their fucking numerous corpse selfies?
Why not?
You should if you're joining the military. I mean, come
Yeah.
on.
And yet another twist into the Gallagher saga, Esper has made an extraordinary accusation against Spencer. Esper said Spencer had gone behind his back last week to propose a secret deal with the White House in which Spencer would fix the outcome of the Gallagher review. Esper said this was a violation of the military chain of command and said Spencer acknowledged his misstep. Through a Navy spokesman, Spencer declined requests for comment on Esper's allegations. However, in a letter to Trump on Sunday, he said he could not in good conscience follow an order he believed would undermine the principle of good order and discipline in the military, suggesting he had been ordered to stop the peer review process for Gallagher.
Oh shit, dude. So so that's what happened. So like it's like this is basically what they're saying is like this is how things are done and we're gonna handle it. Then of course Trump's like, no, you challenging me?
So this guy that he stabbed, by the way, I mean that's for some reason that's okay, I guess.
What's America? Dude?
But,
Violence is fine.
But I mean, like, when you hear like, oh, he stabbed an ISIS soldier or whatever, you imagine it being like on the battlefield, probably. You imagine him like in hand-to-hand combat with this fucking enemy soldier.
Yeah, like they're on a hill or something. Ah, they're fighting to the death. The fucking ISIS soldier's trying to stab him. He's trying to stab him. They're fucking struggling, and then the American guy just gets the upper
reality
hand.
is this ISIS dude was a captive who was injured that was in a fucking bed.
So he just wasted
And this
him.
dude just fucking went up to him and just fucking punctured him with fucking multiple stab wounds. Just like, rah, die,
Well, yeah.
enemy.
I mean, you're talking about stone cold killers, TJ. They don't give a fuck about
Right.
killing some ISIS dude. They're not.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, die.
Oh, we're helping an ISIS guy? Fuck that. Oh, he's dead now. Help
Now
that.
he's dead.
You want to treat his wounds now?
Look at these pictures of Trump, man. I'm starting to worry about Grandpa Trump. What's going on?
Oh, did you hear him on that fucking show, dude? Did you hear him on Fox? Fucking
Oh, dude, that was great.
Fox
man.
and Friends or whatever.
No.
Shit!
It's like Grandpa, fucking rambles the show.
Oh my God! Hold on.
Grandpa Trump, dude.
You know, I didn't pull it for this, but I gotta pull it now.
Dude, I'm actually kind of curious to go back to that one because I had a thing that says Trump's tax records have been shielded.
Yeah.
Yeah, I read about that. Like some fucking
So it's just the Supreme Court did it.
yeah, some court ordered that he release his tax returns and shit, and then the Supreme Court they didn't shield it. They just postponed the release so that they could Trump could appeal.
Oh, I see.
So
we are joined right
So
now.
Trump
It is
called
our great pleasure to welcome
Fox
the
and
President of the
Friends,
United States,
dude.
Donald Trump, calling in. Mr.
And he
Trump,
talked to
morning
them for
you.
53 fucking minutes.
Jesus,
And
Grandpa Trump is lonely.
so let's go a little bit in.
One is the
So let's go like 9 minutes in.
We have so many, regardless of what's coming out, okay, the information that we have now is beyond belief already. But what they have coming out, I hear, is historic. That's the way it was explained.
All right, coming out of
It's
this.
historic.
All right, Mr.
Now,
President.
of course, the fake news will try and downplay it, but I don't think you can downplay this.
Not
The
now.
fake news is part of it. You know, it's the Democrats and the fake
do
news.
we
They're
do?
one and the same.
Dude, they look so
They will
uncomfortable.
Oh my God,
sitting
they
there.
are. They basically like they're
Yes,
basically being held captive. They're like, okay, we have to support this guy because we're Fox News.
Yes, Mr. President.
They have to listen to Grandpa.
But at
Look,
the same
Grandpa's lived a long life, and you're not going to disrespect your grandfather. You sit there and you listen to him tell his war stories about the fake news.
Let's go to 15 minutes.
corrupt.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not true.
All right,
What he
Grandpa.
said. Now, what he said also is there was no quid pro quo. I want nothing. Remember, it was trending number one. I want nothing. He said that
He did.
when he was questioned. And by the way, check out his lawyers. They're Hillary Clinton lawyers. This guy has Hillary Clinton lawyers. They're Democrats.
Sunderland.
But he's sitting there, Sunderland, yeah. He's sitting there with Clinton lawyers. They're passing him notes all the time. And he didn't put the most important phrase in his 22-page statement that he read. The most
Fuck, I love
important
this country.
phrase was,
Oh my God, do I
want
love this
nothing.
fucking country. Nowhere else in the world would we allow somebody's doddering grandpa to fucking have their finger on the button.
Everyone has a different expression. The dude on the right, I forget his name. He's a little shrimp, though. He's like, yeah, I'm listening. She's like falling asleep. And he's just like, the guy on the left's just like, I don't know what to make of this shit.
She looks like she's praying for America.
Please
Please, God,
let us
save
get
this
through this.
country.
tell
Let us
me he
get
has
through
a meeting soon or something and he's got to go.
They're not even close to being off the hook.
Skip ahead a little more. Let's hear some more of this rambling, nonsensical fucking bullshit.
All right, we're going to go to 25 minutes.
Halfway
They
through.
put their witnesses up, and we're not going to get USMCA.
So you want a
and
trial?
The farmers and everyone are going to vote against.
They're like, let's get it off the awkward.
Yeah, okay,
People.
that's good. Here's Donald Trump. Here's a smartphone for old people, and here's on the
Oh
phone.
my God.
It's the president.
Let's go to 33, 33.
He's still going.
Another
36.
thing.
There we go.
I like to go for the electoral college. By the way, for me to win the popular vote would be much easier. The electoral college is much harder to win. Much harder. You have to go to many more places, et cetera, et cetera. But if you look at those swing states, I'm way up in every one of them because of the impeachment thing. And it's crazy what's going on because the people get it. It's a hoax. This is a continuation
Okay.
of the witch hunt, which
Yeah,
has
let's see
gone
there.
on
Yeah,
from
what's that?
before.
This
I
guy's
got
like
elected.
checking his
Kilmeade's
phone.
on
and
his
shit.
phone.
He's like, all right, I'm bored.
I'm going to play Snake for a little while.
Let's go to 42 minutes.
In hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs. We never took in 10 cents. We are not paying like, they fed the line, the media fed the line about us paying. Now, normally you would pay for tariffs, but
But you heard what he just said, Mr. President. He wants to do a deal. I very rarely see that. We want to work out a phase one
Problem
agreement.
is, I didn't like his word equality. because we started off.
Do not talk over the president.
dare you, pleb?
He's here. Trump is here for 53 minutes and 38 seconds of Trump soliloquy.
You know what I want, dude?
You shut the fuck up, boy.
Remove this fucking comfy couch. Put all these fucking people on their hands and knees and just groveling. That's what I want. That's what I want Fox to do. If Fox wants to kiss President Trump's ass, they're more than welcome to do it. But at least be honest about it. Yes, Mr. President. Okay, so now this is the 53-minute Donald Trump says whatever he wants.
I mean, that's basically what they're doing.
so low.
Well, they get to sit on a nice, comfy couch.
Yeah, I don't want them on the comfy couch, dude. I want them in rags.
$500 billion a year for many, many years. We've rebuilt China, and I give them a lot of credit. The ones I don't give credit are our past presidents, and especially the last one with his crummy vice president. China took us to the cleaners. He didn't even know that. Biden in the first debate said, "Oh, these are wonderful people." Sure, they're wonderful people. We're giving them $500 billion
They look so
a year.
fucking-
$500 billion.
they're so
That's not
uncomfortable.
including theft of intellectual. But you know what?
God, cut to something else.
Mike Pence is a great vice president. He's our man, 100%. And Nikki will absolutely be involved. She's a friend. So we go out.
Let's see how it ends, TJ. Let's go from here.
14-hour day.
Yep.
No, it's a disgrace. let me just tell you what it really is. It's fake, disgusting news. I'll let you know. You know what? Nothing wrong if you're not feeling well. I have
Right, but
and
it wasn't on your
especially as
schedule,
much-
and so people thought, oh, there must be something.
No, because the doctor said, "Sir, I'm not blaming
Yeah,
that, but
get
he
it
said,
phased
"Sir, would
done."
you like
Yeah.
to go in and knock off half of your physical?" I said, "You know what? That's not a bad
Who does
idea.
half a
3
physical?
hours.
Yeah. Would you like to go and knock off half of your physical? Like, no, I'd rather wait till the date that it's scheduled
Yeah,
and go
so
do
wait,
the
No, I
whole
want to
thing.
knock off half my physical.
So his story is he was just chilling and his doctor called the president of the United States and was like, "Hey Donald, what you doing? You want to knock off about half of your physical?" Bullshit.
No, that's what happened, bro.
Grandpa Trump, you're full of it.
Look, knock out
Hey,
half.
hey,
Grandpa
don't-
Trump is
no,
telling
you-
tall tales
You know,
again.
you know what reminds me of?
Don't question Grandpa
I saw
Trump.
this. I saw this video. It's like a dash cam video of this big old fat dude, and like obviously his grandpa. And they're driving somewhere, and the grandpa like nods off and almost crashes. He's like, "That asshole almost hit me." It's like that's like Donald Trump's nonsense, dude. It's literally like your grandpa that's fucking up. And it just tells you this lame story, and like you're his grandkids, you're supposed to be like, "All right, yeah, grandpa."
Okay, Grandpa Trump.
Yeah, so the doctor said half a physical. Yeah, I've never heard of that before, but all right. Go ahead,
We
Grandpa.
got him watching a football game that I didn't want to watch or doing. I had 3 free hours.
All right.
And he said, "Would you like to do it?" So here's the thing. It's so disgusting what they do because they knew it wasn't true. They went with it. After we certified with medical people, we had 3 medical people call them up, say it's not true. They went with it anyway. You
3
couldn't kill
medical
the story
people, yeah.
because they're bad people.
Medical
Corrupted
people.
Yeah,
the
Grandpa
president
Trump.
Mostly.
I think it does good for your health. I'm not a doctor, but if I
In the world by far, and China's never going to catch us as long as we have a smart person where I am. They'll never catch us. They've had the worst year they've had in 57 years, and we've had the best year we've ever had by far. So it's good.
Okay,
I get the
well,
word out to you.
Praying that he
Thank you
stops.
so
Look
much,
at him.
Mr.
Mr. President, for being with us.
Yep. President Trump,
Thank you
thanks
much.
so much.
Thank you.
All right.
Goodbye.
Jesus
Dude, that
Christ.
is just like,
What a fucking shit show.
I mean, he just took over that fucking show, dude. I mean, that might as well be like fucking official state bullshit, dude. There's not even any difference. It's like they're basically just there to be like, "Yes, Mr. President. Oh, yes, Mr.
yeah.
President.
Uh-huh.
Mr. President."
No, can I get it? Nope. Oh,
Yeah, of course. Sorry.
Half a physical, huh?
yeah, half a physical. Sounds plausible.
Makes
I
sense.
like Grandpa.
yeah. Anyone would do
We just
that.
want you to be healthy, sir. Be healthy, sir. Thank you. Goodbye. All right, goodbye.
Bill Cosby vows no remorse. Expects to serve 10-year maximum.
Well, he's innocent, TJ.
Wow.
Bill Cosby says he's prepared to serve his 10-year maximum sentence for sexual assault rather than show remorse for a crime the comedian says he didn't commit.
I think he's an optimist if he's going to make it 10 years. He's 82.
Cosby is serving 3 to 10 years in state prison near Philadelphia after a jury last year convicted him of sexually assaulting a Temple University employee in 2004. The 82-year-old says the Pennsylvania Parole Board is not going to hear me say that I have remorse. He thinks it's therefore unlikely he'll be released early. He made the comments in a phone interview on Sunday with Black Press USA as he appeals his felony conviction and sex offender status. Legal experts say sex offenders typically must show remorse to be considered for parole. Cosby is best known for... We know what fucking Cosby is best known for. Come on. But
Yeah.
basically, Cosby says, no remorse, fuck that bitch, and I already did. I mean, allegedly, because I didn't really, because I'm
Apparently-
innocent.
This article doesn't really get into the one as much detail as the one I read, but it said
Oh
that,
yeah, well, I guess we should have. I guess we should have pulled your article then.
Yeah, I probably should have, TJ.
Yes, we should have pulled that one.
But apparently Bill Cosby's made it like a racial thing. It's like, look, the only reason I was railroaded this way is because I'm black.
I'm black.
Which is kind of ironic because Bill Cosby was the one lecturing black people before.
I mean, can we be honest? Bill Cosby's not really black. He's only black in skin tone, man. He was one of the rare black folk that got accepted as a white dude for a long time.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's basically a white guy. Come on, Bill. Just say you're sorry for finger banging a chick after spiking her drink, dude. How hard is it?
Yeah, I mean, you admitted to it, dude.
Well,
Numerous times.
The problem is that if he did say, like, I have remorse for what I did and admitted it, then he would pretty much be tacitly admitting to doing all the other, like, 90-something other rapes.
I mean, look.
So
he may as well.
Maybe
everybody knows he did it.
Maybe Bill Cosby gets out after fucking 9 years or something, and he's 91.
I mean, I want you guys to think about the accomplishments.
To what?
There, though. Think about the accomplishment here. Not only is he arguably one of the greatest comedians of all time, he's arguably one of the most prolific serial rapists of all time. So, I mean, like, think about being top of those two very different games,
I mean,
you know?
every once in a while a special person is born.
Yeah,
you know,
prodigy.
Person with a grand destiny.
And obviously, Bill's one of those guys.
I guess so.
You know who else is?
Who?
Papa John.
Ooh.
Papa John's founder, John Schnatter, says board conspired to oust him, vows day of reckoning will come.
Holy fuck. I would not want Papa John, sizing me up for a day of reckoning, dude. That board better be shitting their pants right now.
I built the pizza empire, and I can destroy you.
Your day of reckoning shall
Dude,
come.
that's pretty fucking biblical right there, man. The day of reckoning. What's like the revelation's gonna happen? Like some seas are gonna boil?
I don't know. Let's see what he said. Papa John's founder, John Schnatter, has launched a scathing attack against the current owners of the pizza company, claiming they conspired to oust him. Speaking to WDRB, Schnatter alleges the conference call in which he used the racial slur that forced him to resign last year was fabricated by others in the company who conspired against him.
Mm-hmm.
I never dreamed that people that I cared about, that I loved, that I made multimillionaires would do what they did. Shame on them.
Did you know you live in America? Are you aware that you were a fucking businessman in America? What are you talking about?
Hey, if we stab John Schnatter in the back, we can make an extra penny.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
John Schnatter should have. The only way John Schnatter should have made those statements is if he was the sole owner of the company and no one could fire him.
So he admitted to using the N-word back in the day, but now it's made up, I guess. It was real before it was fake.
I think he admitted he did it, but it was not like done in like a context of like he was disparaging people.
Hasn't he gotten the memo? Context doesn't matter anymore, dude.
During the interview, Schnatter claims that Steve Ritchie, who became CEO when Schnatter left, Chairman Olivia Kirtley, and the board of directors all used the black community and race to conspire against him to steal the company.
I wouldn't be. That's not even far fetched to believe. But you know what? If that's the case, then that's what happened.
They stole the company, and now they've destroyed the company, he added. Olivia Kirtley and director Mark Shapiro should be in jail. It's that bad, Schnatter said. What they've done is just wrong, and they've hurt a lot of people.
Sounds like they hurt you.
Including me.
Dude, how could they do this to Papa John? Let me tell you what he did for me. Every time I got a pizza at his place, when I opened up the box, there was a little thing of like garlic dipping sauce in there extra and a pepperoncini. Just for me.
So here's Schnatter's criticisms of Richie. He has no pizza experience. He has never been in the pizza category. Dude. He doesn't know quality. Probably most important, he doesn't have a passion for people.
Damn. That's some pretty strong fucking
Here's what he says about the pizza quality there now. It's not the same product. It doesn't taste as good. The way they're making the pizza is just not fundamental to what makes Papa John's pizza.
I must object right now. Papa John's pizza tastes about the same as it ever as fucking always tasted.
I will admit, though, the pizza does taste like shit.
I mean, yeah, but it kind of always has.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Papa John's has stayed
but,
about the same.
I think what he's counting on is people being like, yeah, it did used to be better. But
it's really not. It's the same. It's fast food pizza.
Better ingredients, better pizza isn't just a slogan. It represents our core belief about the quality of our products, starting with our signature ingredients and blah, 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 blah. So anyway, Papa John is on the warpath, dude, and his day of reckoning shall come.
Well, he's pretty rich still, so maybe he can do something to fuck these people over. I don't know.
You should just open a new pizza place.
I don't know. He said the N-word, man. He's done.
You should just call it N-words pizza.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work, dude.
Yeah, the new N-word is pizza. It's gonna be good. Don't you worry.
Yeah, I don't know about that, TJ. It's a little bit of a gamble for him.
Open it in predominantly black neighborhoods and shit. Hong Pong. Hong Pong.
Hong Pong.
Hong Pong. Beep. Hong Kong police caught on video torturing and humiliating detained protesters.
So shocking.
Can't believe it. Shortly after police arrested more than 1,000 protesters at a Hong Kong Polytechnic University, PolyU, and the nearby area, netizens posted videos and photos online showing that police abused protesters inhumanely as if they were war criminals. Many local residents were among the arrested for trying to rescue the students trapped in the university campus. The detained protesters also suffered inhumane humiliation, such as being forced to strip naked in front of others, as revealed in a court trial. In one of the videos released by police to tout their victory, a group of protesters had their arms tied back in order to lie down on their stomachs with their faces touching the ground. A netizen explained the location was on top of a flat roof of a big building in Tsim Sha Tsui.
I think you can take a look at the picture right there.
Maybe.
Let's see it. Okay. Oh, damn, it's actually a little video. This is what freedom looks like.
Mugu Gai Pan?
Whoa, dude, that's for fucking racist as
Mugu
shit.
Gai Pan.
Mugu Gai Pan.
Mugu Gai Pan?
Oh my!
I heard
God.
one say that.
Egg roll, egg roll?
Anyway, so China sucks.
I mean, just the constant fucking drumbeat of abuse coming out of Hong Kong.
China in general. I mean, look what they're doing to those the people in the concentration camps.
Nonsense.
Oh, that's
Nonsense, Scotty.
So you believe this, but not that.
This is just a bunch of malcontents that want a piece of the pie that they never earned. China's a great, powerful nation, and these people want to tear it down and turn it into America too. And they're not going to let that happen.
Oh, shit, dude. Paul's getting that China money.
Yeah. You know what? I'm on the China train now. I see everybody else lining up behind Hong Kong, and it just makes me want to defend China. You know what I mean?
Yeah, finally someone stand up for poor fucking China,
Yep.
dude.
I subscribe to
Poor
the Church
little
of
China.
Contrary Popular Opinion, man. Everybody says Hong Kong's the way to go. I go the other way.
Paul, brought to you by Blizzard.
I don't think I actually pulled that. Jared Kushner's new assignment, overseeing the construction of Trump's border wall.
Mr. President, it's going to be a huge wall. It's going to be huge.
Yeah, he looks like he knows how to build a wall.
Yeah, President Trump has made his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, the de facto project manager for the construction of his border wall, frustrated with the lack of progress over one of his top priorities as he heads into a tough re-election campaign, according to current and former administration officials. Kushner convenes bi-weekly meetings in the West Wing, where he questions an array of government officials about progress on the wall, including updates on contractor data, precisely where it will be built, and how funding is being spent. He also shares and explains the president's demands with the group. I want to hear that so bad. I want to hear Trump's crazy demands filtered through Jared Kushner. According to the officials familiar with the matter who spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss internal White House deliberations, the president's son-in-law and senior advisor is pressing U.S. Customs and Border Protection and the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers to expedite the process of taking over private land needed for the project as the government seeks to meet Trump's goal of erecting 450 miles of barriers along the U.S.-Mexico border by the end of 2020. You know, we read a story about people cutting holes in this not too long ago. And recently I read a story about apparently some smugglers cut a hole in it large enough that they drove a truck through.
Oh, my God.
So it wasn't just like, let's cut a hole to walk through this. They literally cut a hole large enough for them to drive a big fucking truck right through the fucking wall.
Dude,
Wow.
I've already said it, man. Where are the fucking machine gun
This
turrets?
wall is even more useless than I thought it was going to be.
You thought it was going to have any use?
I mean, no, I thought it was going to be pretty much, I thought it was going to be 99% worthless, but now I'm convinced it's actually going to be 100%
The wall
worthless.
is not. The wall is just some big fucking thing that Trump supporters can go, look, Trump trying to do something. Everyone knows it's not the fucking problem with the border. It's not. It's never been the problem with the border. I mean, like, look, maybe if it was just a couple of people that wanted to cross over back when that was happening, just like, I'm going to swim across the Rio Grande, maybe the wall would have had some
Well, let me ask you
effect.
this, Scotty. Don't you think that things are going to be different now with Jared Kushner in charge?
Oh, yeah. He looks like the just epitome
No.
of a fucking get things done type of guy. I'm with you, man, TJ. I want to hear this I want to hear Trump's insane demands filtered through Jared Kushner. How high is this wall that we're building? It's 14 feet high, sir.
Higher.
It's going to need to be, hold on, let me read this, 11 billion miles high. 11 billion? That's not even a word. You hush your mouth. 11 billion miles tall.
Your commander-in-chief has spoken. But that's not Jared's only duty. Trump has also directed Jared Kushner to investigate why Matt Drudge has turned against him.
Investigate Matt Drudge.
Yep, investigate why.
Oh, man.
So Trump is angry he's lost Matt Drudge, and that does Drudge. That does seem to be true, by the way. I go to the Drudge Report pretty often for a lot of the news stories we actually read here, and you know, it used to be. I mean, he was never super pro-Trump, but he was definitely a lot more pro-Trump than he is now.
Maybe Matt Drudge has a couple of brain cells at his head to rub together.
So, Mr. President, it turns out that Matt Drudge is not a complete fucking dupe and moron. That's why he's turned against you. Trump is angry he's lost Matt Drudge, the reclusive founder of one of the most powerful news aggregation sites. President Donald Trump has directed Jared Kushner, his son-in-law and White House advisor, to check in with Matt Drudge, the reclusive founder of one of the most powerful aggregation sites in the country, as lawmakers in the House of Representatives angle towards an impeachment vote by the end of the year. Though Trump has received plenty of favorable coverage in conservative media, the Drudge Report has appeared to sour on Trump, prompting the president to ask his allies what's going on with Drudge. The Daily Beast reported over the weekend, citing a person with knowledge of the president's private remarks. In recent weeks, Trump even asked Kushner, who had reportedly had a friendly relationship with the site's founder, to look into and reach out to Drudge. It is unclear if Kushner has done so, the Daily Beast noted.
It's leaning a little too hard on Kushner right now, man. He's got to get the wall built and figure out why Drudge doesn't like Trump.
I think Kushner is
busy.
Kushner is slowly just become like anything Trump doesn't want to deal with. He's just like Kushner,
Which is everything.
yeah. Kushner, build my wall for me.
Ring the Kushner bell.
Kushner, ask Matt Drudge why he doesn't like me anymore.
I mean, pretty much the only task that Trump takes care of himself is watching like 6 hours of Fox News a day.
Yeah, then
And
calling in
participating in at least an hour of
Right.
it. The president's concern over Drudge's coverage of the impeachment proceedings suggests he is privately worried that his GOP allies on Capitol Hill and in conservative media will break from him as Democrats ramp up their efforts to remove him from office for pressuring Ukraine to investigate former President Joe Biden and his son, Hunter, as well as an unsubstantiated theory that Ukraine interfered in the 2016 election.
I mean, it's not just the Drudge Report that's doing this, though. I've noticed that like Fox News is peeling away in little areas against Trump.
And Ann Coulter is
Yeah.
she's trying to be like, he's too not conservative for me. I'm so conservative, Trump's a liberal to me. Fuck
Wow.
him.
Well, I mean, if you look at the political structure of Washington, I mean, Trump is anything but a politician. I mean, like, and people say that's a positive, but it's like, well, in a sense, it's not, because he doesn't know how to deal with people. He doesn't play by that same rule book. So it's like he'll go out and shit on someone. One day he'll say he loves them, then the next day in the media, without them even knowing, he's like, they're terrible, they're a loser, I hate them.
So,
Like,
Mr. Drudge, what's wrong with Grandpa Trump? Why don't you love your grandpa anymore? How do you not love Grandpa Trump, man? Look at him.
Yeah, he's just so friendly.
I'm with him on this, man. Matt Drudge, quit being fucking fair and
Quit being
balanced.
mean.
Quit reporting reality and get on the Trump train, man.
This show figured out how to deal with Trump a long time ago. I think it was either Paul or TJ
It was
that was
Paul.
like, oh, yeah, it was Paul. That
It's
was
Grandpa
like,
Trump.
yeah, Grandpa Trump, let him have the cake, let him have some delicious chocolate cake that he loves. Let him go to sumo wrestling matches.
He loves ribbon cutting ceremonies. So just send him all over the world to cut ribbons and give out little medals and.
We need rules, though, dude. One of the rules we need is that there's no booing allowed.
Well, of course, nobody's gonna boo at a ribbon cutting ceremony. I mean, come on.
Yeah, you just basically you just have to fucking blow smoke up Trump's ass and just whatever he's doing. It's like, wow, President Trump, you're so good.
And any liberal people that want to
You
boo,
saved America.
we just explain to them privately, like, look, this is just so Trump doesn't do anything stupid. This keeps him out of the way, so everyone just clap and applaud and give him cake.
Oh,
Yeah.
Grandpa Trump.
Just put a bunch of cakes in a big padded room with a big screen TV playing Fox News and just lock him in there. He won't know the difference.
Mr. President, I have your well-done steak with ketchup, some McDonald's French fries, and a Big Mac.
Yep. And 14 decadent slices of chocolate cake. Oh yeah, I love the decadent cake.
Any ice cream today, sir?
Every day they can print a fake newspaper. They can just fucking hand it to him. It's like, look, Mr. President, according to the latest polls, you're 95% more popular than President Obama was.
And the second layer of the wall is being built. Good job.
the wall, it's like a fortress now.
Get me Kushner. I want to find out what's wrong with those other 5%. I want that at 100%. Give me Kushner.
Oh, he's on it, sir. He's already on it. Poor Trump, man. Ruthless quotas at Amazon are maiming employees.
Maiming?
Maiming. This holiday season, Amazon will move millions of packages at dizzying speeds. Internal injury reports suggest that all that convenience is coming at the expense of worker safety. When Candace Dixon showed up for her first day of work at Amazon warehouse in Eastville, California, she stepped into a wonder of automation, efficiency, and speed. Inside the sprawling 4-story building in Southern California's Inland Empire, hundreds of squat orange robots whizzed across the floor carrying tall yellow racks. As a stower, her job was to stand in a spot on the floor like hundreds of others in the million-square-foot warehouse and fill an unending parade of merchandise racks. Another worker, known as a water spider, would bring her boxes upon boxes of goods, jars of protein powder, and Yeah. We know what Amazon fucking sells. Everything. They sell every fucking thing. As soon as she filled the rack, she'd press a button, and one robot would zip away, and another robot would bring a new one to fill. Blah, 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 blah. The clock is always ticking on Amazon's promised delivery time. Dixon had to scan a new item every 11 seconds to hit her quota, she said, and Amazon always knew when she didn't. Dixon's scan rate, more than 300 items an hour, thousands of individual products a day, was being tracked constantly. The data flowing to managers in real time, then crunched by a proprietary software system called ADAPT. She knew, like the other thousands of workers there, that if she didn't hit her target speed, she'd be written up, and if she didn't improve, she would eventually be fired. Amazon's cutting-edge technology, unrelenting surveillance, and constant disciplinary write-ups pushed Eastvale workers so hard that in the last holiday season, they hit a coveted target. They got 1 million packages out the door in 24 hours. Amazon handed out T-shirts celebrating their induction into the Million Unit Club.
Such a corporate thing.
You fucking shipped out 1 million
You
things.
made us a lot of fucking money. Here, have a crummy goddamn T-shirt.
But Dixon, 54, wasn't around for that. She started the job in April 2018, and within 2 months or nearly 100,000 items, the lifting had destroyed her back. An Amazon-approved doctor said she had bulging discs and diagnosed her with a back sprain, joint inflammation, and chronic pain, determining that her injuries were 100% due to her job. She could no longer work at Amazon. Today, she can barely climb stairs. Walking her dog, doing the dishes, getting out of her chair, everything is painful. According to her medical records, the condition is unlikely to improve.
I really don't understand why Amazon is still employing people to do this. It sounds like they've got robots literally moving the racks around to be loaded. Why don't they just have robots loading the fucking racks?
Probably just can't do it as efficiently yet. I think that's really the only thing. Like, look, if Amazon could totally automate the factory, I think they would. I think there's no question about it. So, I mean, if these people are here, that's probably because they need them.
It's just like, man, it's just such a backwards fucking thing to have people standing there just lifting giant packages all day.
Of course, it's going to destroy your back. I mean, there's no other way. And you know what? Honestly, her actually working for Amazon is a rarity because a lot of people working in these warehouses are fucking subcontracted to reduce any liability. Because you're talking about this person getting injured. Well, ultimately, what's going to happen is they're going to go, oh, wait, you didn't work for Amazon. You worked for this staffing company. And, of course, you know, they're responsible for that. But actually, they're not because you're an at-will employee. Or actually, you're not even an employee. You're a contracted employee that they're only needing you at certain times and certain days. You have no real health coverage. I mean, it's a fucking joke. It's a giant scam. And there's no way you can really win if you work for these companies.
So the rate of serious injuries for those facilities was more than double the national average for the warehouse industry. 9.6 serious injuries per 100 full-time workers in 2018 compared with the industry average
vastly underreported
that year of 4.
I guarantee those numbers are fucking probably vastly underreported.
While a handful of centers were at or below the industry average, Reveal found that some centers, such as the Eastvale warehouse, were especially dangerous. Dixon's was one of 422 injuries recorded there last year. Its rate of serious injuries, those requiring job restrictions or days off work, was more than 4 times the industry average.
Wow. Fantastic.
I mean, and the argument they're making here in the Atlantic is it's like even by Amazon, even the records that Amazon is being honest about and saying, well, this is what happened, this is what we're admitting to, is startlingly high. And that's what they admit to. That's not the full picture. I mean, that is kind of the dark side of all this e-commerce shit is that basically anyone that works in these industries and does the behind, like the fulfillment, it's basically just grinding people into fucking nothing.
Grind them into dust.
I want my fucking giant pink dildo in 2 days.
Amazon will do it.
Give it to me now.
Well, because there's no human. I mean, because most companies can't be as efficient as Amazon. You see why? It's because like I think most people have some sense of empathy and morality, and Amazon clearly it's like, nope. If you can't do it, get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, there's a million other backs out there waiting to be broken.
Pretty much.
I'll show you
Well,
one.
in this country, it is. I mean,
Well, I'll show you a back-breaking bitch right here. He picked the wrong house. Powerlifting 82-year-old grandma takes
shit.
down home intruder.
so you know what this guy thought? He's like, it's some 82-year-old grandma. I ain't worried.
Well, you should have been worried, bitch.
He should have been, dude. Granny got
Check
fucking
this
some
out.
muscles.
Let's go to the back to the beginning of this shit.
The home of this 82.
Yeah. Go back to the beginning. Play.
And I'm old, but guess what? I'm tough.
An intruder picked the wrong house when he broke into the home of this 82-year-old bodybuilder. Willie Murphy from Rochester says she was getting ready for bed when a man started pounding on her door, urging her to call an ambulance for him. Murphy tells WHAM she called 911 but didn't let him in. Then she says the man started getting angry, broke through the door. What he wasn't expecting is an 82-year-old who works out every day and deadlifts 225 pounds. She says she grabbed a nearby table and knocked the man to the floor.
Jesus Christ!
Damn, don't go to Granny's house uninvited.
And guess what? The table broke.
Murphy
She
said
broke the
didn't slow
fucking
down until
table
officers
on-
arrived.
dude.
The 28-year-old suspect, who police say was intoxicated, went to a nearby hospital. Murphy says she does not plan.
She put him in the fucking hospital.
Man, that dude is fucked in jail.
Dude, you did what? You fucking broke into Granny's house? Bam!
This is the dude that tried to fucking break into a grandma's house and got his ass beat by a grandma.
Oh, dude, he's gonna get the shit beat out of him so bad. in
Well,
fucking
you
jail.
know, she is a grandma that could deadlift fucking 220
You
pounds.
know what? Good
so.
fucking her. You know what? Because this dude, if she was probably some little old lady that didn't never worked out a day in her life, he probably would have done whatever the fuck he wanted.
I can't believe she busted a fucking table over his head.
She busted
That's
a table.
awesome,
the
dude.
over his
WWE
fucking
needs to
head.
call this woman right
I know,
now.
dude. Powerlifting Granny is fucking a bad motherfucker, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Broke a table over his fucking head. Oh, man, there's some stories you just gotta love, dude.
Should have her go in there and like fucking pile drive somebody or something. Have her like pile drive Rey Mysterio or something.
God! He took his head clean off! It's powerlifting Granny!
A steel chair to the head. Oh, Rey Mysterio goes down. 1, 2, 3. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's over.
Powerlifting Granny's the new champion. Oh, fuck me.
Make her like the Intercontinental Champion or something, dude.
Now make her fucking WWE champion, dude.
Dude, the
WWE,
old,
damn,
look at this
dude.
shit, dude. The old people are rising up, man.
Yeah.
Trump's just taking Fox hostage, powerlifting Grannies, breaking tables over people's heads.
A 28-year-old dude.
God damn.
Yeah. He's 28. She's 82. She fucking destroyed him.
What a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, just reverse the fucking numbers in their ages, dude.
Hey, check it out. Massachusetts State Police tested out Boston Dynamics Spot the Robot dog. Civil liberties advocates want to know more.
Shut up, civil liberties advocates.
Quit your fucking ACL boo-hoo. Get out of here.
Yeah, we're trying to fucking we're trying to live the RoboCop life here.
Cops have
Get out of the
long
way.
had dogs and robots to help them do their jobs, and now they have a robot dog.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop. Massachusetts State Police is the first law enforcement agency in the country to use Boston Dynamics' dog-like robot called Spot. While the use of the robotic technology is not new for state police, the temporary acquisition of Spot, a customizable robot dog some have called terrifying, is raising questions from civil rights advocates about how much oversight there should be over police robotics programs.
Zero.
None.
Zero oversight is the answer.
Omnicorp. Let's get Omnicorp in on this, huh?
Yep.
The state's bomb squad had Spot on loan from the Waltham-based Boston Dynamics for 3 months, starting in August until November, according to records obtained by the American Civil Liberties Union of Massachusetts and reviewed by WBUR.
They were so fucked,
Dude, we are doomed.
Look at this fucking thing.
I know. Just letting itself into your house.
Attention, citizen. You've been found guilty.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, imagine one of these with the powerlifting Granny riding it.
Hell no.
That's what we
dude.
need, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
just imagine when the other one has 2 machine gun turrets on its back.
I'm surprised it doesn't already, honestly.
Oh,
Well,
that'll
they're-
happen,
They're
dude.
building to that. They're building to
Yeah,
it.
they're gonna desensitize you to this shit where it's like, it just opened a door. Then pretty soon it's gonna be like, with that appendage right there, you don't think you could grab a person, hold them down? What's it gonna do? Hit it? It's not gonna make any difference.
Right now, our primary interest is in sending the robot into situations where you want to collect information in an environment where it is too dangerous to send a person, but not actually physically interacting with the space, Perry said. Spot is a general-purpose robot with an open API. That means customers, whether a police department or warehouse operator, can customize Spot with its own software. State police say they didn't use this feature. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway, the fucking point is that the robot dogs are coming. And before long, they're going to have robot cops coming in your house. You know, it's going to be all kinds of fucking robots.
Yeah, because, I mean, it's perfect, dude. They just go in your house. Even
And,
if you have weapons, it doesn't matter. Because, like, even if you destroy a couple of them, they're still going to grab you, hold you down.
And your lame fucking argument that you need guns to protect yourself from the government gets even lamer, basically.
Yep.
Because they now have a fucking army of droids they can send after your ass.
Yeah, so what does it matter? You can have...
So you can have all the guns you want.
take
You ain't
out a
gonna
couple
fucking
of-
take out the droid army, bitch.
Dude, the Second Amendment needs to be expanded so that people can have droids now, too.
Yeah.
I want a droid on the inside of my house. Get ready to fight these droids.
That's
Yeah.
what you'll need, dude.
That's what we're going to need.
But of course, you don't have the technology or the fucking know-how to have that droid actually do that
Combat
for you.
droid.
Man, I've said it 5 times this episode, but I fucking love this country, man. Holy shit. What a time
thought
to
you
be
were-
alive.
Ooh-wee,
I thought
this
you were with
country
China
is
now.
Great.
Well, I like China, too. You know they're doing this same shit.
Oh, that's true.
And he was-
Woman killed by feral hogs outside Texas home. One of the worst things I've ever seen.
No shit.
Dude.
What could fucking compete?
Let me tell you
to somebody
something.
being eaten alive by wild
I'll tell you
hogs.
something, Paul. When them hogs get hungry, that's it, boy.
Man, that is the most Texas way to die that I've ever heard.
You know what they're going to think going to leave, Paul? The teeth.
A woman was killed by attacked and killed by a group of feral hogs Sunday morning outside the southeastern Texas home
Dude, hogs don't
where
fuck
she
around.
worked as a caretaker, authorities said.
Dude, hogs don't fuck around. They saw this old bitch and they're like, I'm hungry.
The
Boom,
80
dead.
The 84-year-old woman who has been under her care for almost 2 years went outside and found Rollins in the front yard between her car and the front door, Hawthorne told reporters. The sheriff said Rollins had a severe head wound and several other injuries consistent with different sized bites, indicating multiple animals were involved. Hawthorne said detectives are still trying to determine whether Rollins fell because of a medical condition or whether the fall caused her head injury or whether the animals made her fall. In my 35 years, it was one of the worst things I have ever seen, Hawthorne said about the scene. The coroner in neighboring Jefferson County ruled Monday that Rollins bled to death after an attack by feral hogs. Blah, 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 blah. Just from what little research we had found, there is less than 6 of these that have been reported in the nation over the very many years in reporting these kind of deaths, he said. So this bitch just got super unlucky.
Yeah, well, it sounds like they didn't even really eat her all the way. Like, they could have totally fucking devoured her if they wanted to.
They're just like,
They took a bite, and like, they bit into her brain and her skull, and they're just like, no, not for me.
I don't
Dude, I mean, all the ways to fucking die, man. This is a pretty bad one, man.
Taste is bitter.
I don't want to like fall and be like ripped apart by hogs.
This is the way I want to go, honestly.
So you want to go?
I want to just open my door one day to come over here and film a show, and there's just like a
Hogs.
pack of ravenous wild hogs out there. I'm just like, well,
This is it.
it's my day.
It's a good day to die.
Chow down and eat well, boys. Maybe I'll have a droid to protect me from the hogs.
Maybe.
So, Thanksgiving is pretty soon. It's fucking, we're recording this on Tuesday. It's 2 days away. But should we even be celebrating Thanksgiving, you guys?
No.
Should we even be celebrating Thanksgiving?
It's a racist
Yeah, let's go to
holiday.
a college campus and ask a bunch of whiners what they think about it.
So you guys know, I'm pretty sure this is like some kind of conservative shit. Yeah, right-minded news. So whatever, take it with a grain of salt. But anyway, one of the things that a bunch of conservatives they love to do, they love to go on college campuses and report back to the older generation. Like, here's what these crazy kids think these days.
Right.
So here's what these crazy kids think these days. Let's see what's going on.
I think that Thanksgiving has been misconstrued a lot.
Oh, it's been misconstrued, has it?
Misconstrued.
It's been misconstrued. You think Thanksgiving's been misconstrued?
It's like about cultural dominance of the white
tell you.
cis male patriarchy.
Let me tell you
that's come in
something.
and it's celebrating genocide. TJ.
Let me tell you what Thanksgiving's about.
Gluttony.
Yes. Scotty beat me to it, but yes, that's all
Every
it's about.
holiday is about gluttony.
Yes.
Yeah, this is America. It's about consumerism and gluttony.
Everything's about consumerism, gluttony, and excess. That's what it's about.
The story we tell kids is bullshit. I've never been like at a Thanksgiving and now I think of the Pilgrims. It's like, now I think about more mashed fucking potatoes in my goddamn fat gut.
Let's all go around the table and say what we're thankful for. I'm thankful that we genocided those useless Indian cocksuckers.
You probably are, though, TJ.
Actually give thanks on Thanksgiving. We just eat a bunch of food and it's just a bunch of capitalist bullshit.
So she does know, actually. That's good.
Okay,
Her finger's actually on the pulse.
We're here today.
That's
at
not an
McAllister
argument
College,
against
a
it, though.
small
Yeah.
Christian-
I mean, I guess it's just like, you know.
That's like identifying that there's something there. Like, hey, there's this structure here. It's like, okay, that's it.
I guess I could full screen this bullshit.
private school in Minnesota asking students if it's okay to celebrate Thanksgiving.
Who cares what they think?
Leaning towards no. I feel like with, the historical context and
Fuck the historical context. I want to eat turkey.
Awful oppression of,
We're not celebrating that, though. That's not what people are celebrating. No one's going, yay, oppression! Woo, it's Oppression Day!
You know, I was looking at this reporter guy and like, what a dorky dude. And then he managed to find some dude who was even fucking dorkier and more soft-spoken than him.
All right, fan out over the campus and find somebody that looks nerdier than I do.
Find someone that makes me look masculine in comparison.
That's going to take a couple hours.
Yeah, you're wearing a zip-up grandpa vest, though. It doesn't matter.
They both are, really.
Yeah.
Indigenous people.
So, like, I think
it's bad. And
I'm leaning towards no because of the indigenous.
You're leaning towards no. Dude, you're going to go home and fucking enjoy Thanksgiving, you little lying snake.
Like, the holiday is really, praised by, I think, people more on,
Oh my God!
But
Hey,
praised by people you know what I mean? Like I'm leaning towards no.
It's an excuse to make yourself fatter in a country of fat fucks. That's all it is. There's nothing else there. I
God
guarantee
bless Thanksgiving,
you.
dude.
the conservative side of things to, uphold that sort of tradition.
The original, the celebrating a feast, really
Can everyone just admit they're dumb and stop trying to sound smart and have this fucking unique thing? Well,
Man.
if you think about the historical context, no one's thinking about that.
What is this fucking epidemic of likes on campus? There needs to be a class teaching people to speak a sentence without the word like.
So it's the
oppression of indigenous people and the
all right, hold on.
consumerism and
let's have a fun. Let's have some fun with this fat guy here.
I think he starts with
Yeah. So let's count this. Let's just count the fat.
And why are you assuming their gender?
I'm sorry. Let's count the fat individual's likes, or the person. Let's count the person of sizes and indeterminate genders.
No, person of size. No, TJ, that's offensive.
Is it?
I actually looked this up one time. You know what the
sized person?
Nope. You know what the actual politically correct term to describe someone who is fat?
What?
Healthy.
Oh.
They're very healthy. Like, Paul, you're a very healthy man.
I like big boned.
Oh, no. Big Paul?
Big boned.
No,
I like fat.
You're healthy.
Yeah, fat's fine with me.
All right, so let's count the fucking likes.
the original.
What a healthy man.
One.
The celebrating a feast really isn't because of the notions of what.
Is this guy? You're getting winded talking to somebody. You need to go on a diet immediately.
He's obviously super nervous doing this. He's only had one like so far though.
The actual holiday was?
Well, I mean,
There's only one, Paul. You jumped down his throat for no reason.
Look at these weirdos on a college campus. I'm scared.
Let's see if this bitch gives us a bunch of likes.
entire thing is sort of based off of indigenous peoples and the murder of indigenous peoples in history. Not really, but what do Americans do except for celebrate unethical holidays?
Oh, damn! Take that, America! Boom!
What a bunch of fucking retards, dude.
What do we even do other than celebrate unethical holidays? Damn, bitch!
Man, I thought I was dumb, dude. If you want to feel
America
smart, just go to a college campus.
destroyed. You fucking... Paul, how you feel about America now, bitch?
Unethical. Every holiday we celebrate is unethical.
Dude, I just know now for sure why this okay boomer meme has come out, because this fucking young generation coming up, man, they're smart as whips.
Yeah, you're right about
These
that.
motherfuckers have got big brains in their head, man. We need to get out of their way now.
We really need to think how can we figure it out? You know what I'm saying?
It's like we just celebrate the murder of the indigenous people, and it's what even is America, it's just we just get around and we just celebrate murder day.
We're bad. It's murder day.
Man, I want to see all of these.
What other holidays are unethical?
Columbus Day. I mean,
Christmas
Christmas break. It should be labeled as winter break in general, but most schools are celebrating as Christmas break.
Okay, what? Well, right.
You know what? And that's how
because within
listen,
the culture, that you live in, that's just what people call it.
Listen, no, Scotty, shut up.
But you can have
shut up, Scotty. Quit oppressing me. Quit oppressing me, Scotty.
Shut up, TJ. You're a cishet white male, TJ. Nothing you say matters.
You're like oppressing me, Scotty.
You claim to be bi, TJ, but I think you're a fake bi.
You are like oppressing me, like Scotty.
You're like oppressing me, TJ.
Do you celebrate these holidays?
More or less.
Is it okay to celebrate?
They're unethical and bad.
More or less. Yes. Basically, I do, yes.
Call it a winter break. No one's taking it. Okay, then why would you take time off then? If it doesn't matter what the time off is for, then why does the time off coincide with the fucking holiday that most Americans celebrate?
I would love one of these campuses to just be like, in view of the fact that all American holidays are oppressing indigenous peoples, there will be no breaks from school this year, and watch these people fucking melt down.
They should. If they all believe it's unethical and immoral and wrong, then why don't they just do that?
We will no longer be part of this.
Did the Indians get a break when we were mass genociding them?
No.
So why should all these privileged white people here get a break?
And if they get a break, you know what it is? It's to walk the Trail of Tears.
Thanksgiving.
Is it that hard to answer?
Let me rack through my liberal left-wing talking points here. Indigenous people, oppression,
patriarchy,
consumerism, and capitalist nonsense.
Let's see.
Bad as Christmas or Easter, but like, I don't know.
So you think Christmas and Easter are worse than Thanksgiving?
Yeah, definitely. They don't celebrate.
Why? Why do you even care?
Sure.
That shit sucks. I'm pretty anti-religious, so I think that
It's one of those atheists.
Because nothing says religion like Christmas in America, man.
I know.
Come on.
That's when we all just get together and quietly contemplate Jesus.
Yep.
just like.
Why are you at a religious school then? There's a church right over there.
It's true. It's true. It's a good point.
Is it okay to
What an
celebrate
idiot.
Thanksgiving?
That's a good question.
not.
I think it's okay as long as your values are in the right place. So the history of the holiday is obviously not the best. And it's very violent and oppressive, but if you are celebrating like the value of gratefulness.
What is the history of the holiday that we're
friendship and
talking
love and
about?
family.
The fake history of
you
the
don't
holiday.
know. Yeah, you know the history of the holiday of Thanksgiving, Scotty?
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
in
basically,
my recollection.
so the Pilgrims came to America, Scotty.
No, that's actually not why we.
No, the
celebrate.
Pilgrims came to America.
That's
Shut up, Sky. Shut up. So the Pilgrims came to America, and there were some Indians, and we're like, you know what'd be cool? Let's just
kill them all.
Let's just murder and rape and fucking torture all those Indians, and then we did, and then we're like, that was awesome. Let's pick a day aside to celebrate. Let's give thanks to all the murder and rape and fucking torture we did.
I thought it was actually that the holiday was actually codified when Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War declared it like a day of like rest.
Wrong.
No.
Wrong.
No, I don't think so.
I thought that's what actually it was.
Lincoln was a Republican anyway.
Yeah,
so.
Republican cocksucker.
Fuck him.
The same president that essentially is credited with freeing the slaves and ending this and saving the country from civil war.
He didn't save from civil war. He fucking led to civil war.
No,
Damn
what?
Republican divided us all, just like Trump.
I just love this shit.
Dude, this is just ridiculous.
I'm a dorky Republican. Gonna go try and find some dorky liberals.
I don't know if that's exactly what happened, but to me it's like.
Oh, that's what. Let me tell you what happened, Scotty.
But I don't think anyone's celebrating that element these people are talking about. Even if obviously that did occur, but I mean I don't think that people are. Celebrating that element of it.
I'm there.
If that's what people were celebrating. I can understand people being upset.
I want to eat turkey. I want to eat ham. I want to eat mashed potatoes. I want to eat stuffing. I want to eat fucking mac and cheese.
Yeah, it's not done in the fucking.
I want to fucking eat so much food that I go into a goddamn fucking food coma and pass out in front of the TV set. And
You
that's
and everybody
Thanksgiving.
else.
That's Thanksgiving to me and 99% of America. So
No, don't stop this segment, man. I want to hear every last
Yeah,
one of
dude,
these.
let's
We're
hear
halfway
it.
there.
all right.
Yeah, let's hear all of them.
I thought you were being sarcastic.
No,
with that.
no.
I think that's a different story.
Just as an opportunity to spend time with family and like eat food and stuff, I think it's mostly fine.
So the question we're asking:
Why was that guy even selected
Yeah,
for that?
it's
Because of
fine.
his Snoopy shirt.
Yeah,
He had a cool
his
Snoopy
Snoopy shirt
shirt
was cool.
All right, let's guess what these people are gonna say. They look kind of stoned, so maybe I think they're gonna be fine with Thanksgiving.
So like,
Look like they're having Thanksgiving
is it
now.
okay to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday?
Yes.
We've been hearing from a lot of
Fucking
students
called
that
it,
they won't
dude.
be celebrating Thanksgiving because of the history of the holiday. How do you respond to that?
They look stoned out of their minds. They look stoned out of their minds.
Time with your family and like to enjoy like being together and be
Like-
thankful
like-
for that
like-
rather than
like-
for like what the actual history
like-
of it is.
Like,
Is
Yeah,
it
I agree.
okay
There
to
you go.
oh
celebrate?
God,
Okay, hold on.
All right, now rest the guess.
Hold up.
TJ, what is your guess? What's this guy gonna say, dude?
It's gonna be all the classics.
Okay, so
The words,
consumerism.
the words indigenous people will definitely be spoken.
Yep. Oppression.
Oppression will probably be spoken.
Consumerism.
Capitalism.
Good chance of those.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's see if it. Maybe we'll be fucking.
Maybe we're wrong.
I would think it depends, just because all the education that we've gotten in
Don't be
public
nuanced.
school has
Indigenous
only told,
people.
like
Indigenous
the side
people.
of the story from like the white colonizers.
Uh-huh.
So what do you think
Colonizers,
the real
that's good.
Thanksgiving story is.
I think the real Thanksgiving story.
It's indigenous
I don't know what it is because I wasn't there and because I don't have all the historical information.
I mean,
Damn it!
Then how do you?
He's even dumber than we thought.
Wait a minute. I don't know, but I just gave you an answer.
That's because we live in a time now where you have to have an opinion about everything, even if you know nothing about
Yeah,
it.
you know what you say if you don't know?
So I don't know what the
fucking
fuck
know.
I'm talking about, but
Do you know the history
here's
of
my
Thanksgiving?
opinion. No.
I know I don't actually. I really don't know the history all that well, so I can't tell you.
So I'm absolutely addicted to having my empty-headed opinions broadcast to the entire world, so I'm going to go ahead and take a stand and say maybe.
the public school education tells you that
Indigenous people.
Thanksgiving was this great meeting where
Right.
the Native Americans showed the pilgrims how to,
Native Americans.
grow
They're
corn.
indigenous people.
No. That's not. They baked them a turkey and a fucking green bean casserole.
And obviously that's not true. But what legitimately happened on Thanksgiving, I have no idea.
We've been hearing from a lot of students that it's
Okay,
not ethical to celebrate Thanksgiving.
The problem with that statement is everyone leads with I don't really know though. It's like, then how do you know? I'm not saying you're wrong, but how do you fucking know? It's like if you keep coming back to the same point of going, I'm ignorant on this subject actually, then I agree with Paul. Like, then why do you have a fucking opinion if you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about? And then admitting at the end of whatever you're fucking saying that you're ignorant.
I don't know. We do it a lot here. Just like, oh shit, I don't know what the fuck this news story's about.
But you know
Let's
what we
vamp.
say? We always say like we don't fucking know. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
I know what happened Thanksgiving.
You do?
I do.
You were there with like the fucking pilgrims
there.
and shit? What went down, TJ?
I was there. I appeared there as a time traveler, and the Indians and the Pilgrims all lined up and sucked my fucking dick.
Whoa. Damn.
And then they gave
Damn.
thanks.
Was there still turkey and shit?
No.
Oh, fuck.
What's your response to this?
Well, there's a lot of American holidays in which which are based on like our oppression of other people. So like if that's the case, like we shouldn't celebrate the 4th of July or like a lot of other holidays. Or like we shouldn't get time off for like Christmas because
why shouldn't
that's a
celebrate the 4th of
Christian
July?
holiday, but even other religions get time off for that.
Because
So, like,
it's based on
just
the
like a slippery
oppression of the
slope at the
Brits.
end of the day.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. How do you plan to celebrate Thanksgiving this year?
Eating with my family. Yes.
Yeah,
Eating
no
with my
shit.
family, watching football.
Like everybody else.
What? That sounds like you're still celebrating. So you're celebrating, according to you, oppression.
Everybody else should not like celebrate these holidays.
But I should.
I'm going home with my family to get presents and eat food and stuff. Like, you know.
They're so full of shit. Like that dude, like when Christmas time rolls around, like, well, think about the ethical implications of celebrating white Christmas in America. No, I don't want any presents. Like,
Yeah.
come on, that kid ain't saying that shit. He's like, what I get?
I wish we could just have footage of all these kids like denying their presents when their parents load them up with it.
Yeah,
on fucking,
nope.
No, you know, I can't participate in this capitalist oppressive nonsense. So take this right back.
Get this
Bullshit.
out of here. This Thanksgiving, gravy infused with cannabis should ease family
Fuck
stress.
yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
Dude, I'm down with this immediately.
Forget about those turkey whatever the
Tryptophan.
fuck. Tryptophan myths. Your mellow mood this Thanksgiving could come from a packet of powdered gravy. Just add water, heat, stir, and eat, and let all those awkward family conversations float away on a cloud of cannabis.
Fuck yes.
California Cannabis Company Kiva Confections created a Thanksgiving turkey gravy loaded with THC, man.
Dude, the stoner in me is like just seriously envious of the people that are gonna fucking experience this.
Dude, if your
Thanksgiving.
problem is awkward conversations, giving your family a bunch
That's
of
not
weed
gonna
is
solve it.
Not going
Dude,
to
I
solve
can't
your
wait.
problem.
That's why I want it to happen, dude. You have a bunch of fucking conservative assholes. You just fucking put this shit out and just see what
God.
happens, dude.
If you think Grandpa was opinionated and never stopped talking last year, wait till he gets a fucking boat filled with this weed gravy. Sounds like a terrible idea.
Dude, he's talking about the Japs and shit, dude. It's gonna be bad.
Awkward family dinner conversation. In just under 15 minutes, you'll start feeling the effects. So you can just sit back, relax, and let the holiday cheer wash over you.
Dude, I wish my Thanksgiving included fucking weed. Fucking
They need to
gravy.
just start sprinkling weed on everything. I want McDonald's serving weed shakes and just
Oh, hell yeah.
everything.
How to avoid the Thanksgiving food coma? What do you mean? That's the goal for me. Why would I want to avoid it? Fuck you.
All right, TJ. But you know what?
Overcome the food coma? Man, fuck you. I don't want to do
No,
that.
go back. Go back, TJ.
What? No.
Go back.
No.
I know exactly how to
TJ,
overcome
you need
that.
some advice, dude.
But I don't want to avoid the food coma. I want the food coma.
Blame tryptophan or the carbs, TJ. Feeling full to the point
What the
of
fuck is
busted.
tryptophan?
It's the shit that, and it's actually mostly a lie.
It's
but
not true, yeah.
You ever heard like there's shit in turkey that makes you tired?
No.
You've never heard that?
What's
Okay.
supposed to cause that?
Yeah, tryptophan in turkey is supposedly what makes you tired, but really what makes you tired is that you're eating like 5 days worth of food in 1 hour.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty...
You figure that'd be obvious,
Were
but
people really sitting around like, why am I so tired after
Dude,
eating 7 platefuls of food?
fat, ignorant Americans don't want the truth.
Must be some kind of drug in that
Dude,
turkey.
They don't, but TJ, a lot of them don't want the fucking truth. They want to believe it's some fucking magical thing that made them like, oh, that's why I'm tired. It's not the fact that I ate fucking 4 pounds of fucking food. So here's some fucking tips for you, TJ.
It's not the turkey that'll get you. It's the carbs.
Think about that, TJ.
I don't want to avoid it.
Go
I'm good.
eat.
I want the food
TJ,
coma.
I really want to read this one, dude. Go easy on the alcohol.
No.
Really.
No.
The holiday season is often a boozy time.
Yeah, good.
When Aunt Margaret starts talking politics, who can blame you for knocking back an extra glass of wine, TJ? But alcohol has a strong sedative effect. If
No
you do
shit.
make more than 1 or 2
Okay,
trips to the
this
liquor
is-
cabinet, it'll make you even drowsier.
This is
after
no
dinner.
shit, the article, Scotty.
TJ, look, you're learning a lot of stuff here, man.
I'm not learning anything.
All right, TJ, look. Oh, here's number 3, TJ. Eating slower and stick to a mental plan.
Oh, my God.
TJ, this is helping you, man. What are you? Why aren't
I
you
don't feel
keep
helped.
scrolling, dude? We're learning a lot. Combat the stress of traveling and extended family time.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to do that?
I don't know. Anyway, next thing.
What?
Medical examiner's macabre humor leads to complaint.
Okay.
Real brief one. Bangor, Maine, a state lawmaker is taking exception to the macabre humor that Maine's chief medical examiner used in an old job posting. The 2017 posting for a deputy medical examiner touted Maine's benefits like a really short season for decomposing bodies and the fact that others are lost at sea. The Bangor Daily News reports that State Rep Jeff Evangelos
Yeah.
of Friendship complained about the job posting to Attorney General Aaron Frey. Evangelos said it was beyond sick.
Man, you ain't seen some of the shit
Oh
I've
my
seen.
God.
Yeah,
What a
dude.
puss bag.
You haven't visited a lot of corners of the internet that I've been on, my friend.
Evangelos previously asked Frey's office to look into the credibility of Dr. Mark Flomenbaum, the chief medical examiner. The Attorney General's office, which oversees Office of Chief Medical Examiner, didn't immediately respond to a request for comment.
Yeah, I wonder why a guy that deals with dead bodies and shit like that all day
I
would
can't
have
believe he would have a macabre sense of humor
a dark
like that.
sense of humor to deal with his job, perhaps. But it's beyond sick.
I think Jeff Evangelos should be thrown into a fucking
Yeah,
river.
I think Jeff Angelos is beyond
Whoa.
sick.
That's a beyond sick joke that you just made.
Who's joking? Earth's carbon dioxide levels hit a 3 million year high. Whoop whoop.
Nice.
So yeah.
So that means that 3 million years ago,
was
when there
just
were no
as high?
cars, there was.
It was just as high, man.
proof.
It's a
Proof it's a lie. On Monday, the World Meteorological Organization released a chilling report.
Well, it's not really chilling, is it?
A warming report.
Yeah.
About the composition of Earth's atmosphere, revealing that we have hit a record for carbon dioxide levels.
Not worried
According
about
to the
it.
report, carbon dioxide CO2 concentrations reached 407.8 parts per million in 2018. In 2017, they reached a high of 405.5 parts per million. This increase was close to the one we saw from 2016 to 2017. As noted in the report, Earth surpassed the 400 parts per million mark in 2015. There's no sign of a slowdown, let alone a decline in greenhouse gas concentration in the atmosphere, despite all the commitments under the Paris Agreement on climate change. Wow, I'm shocked.
Another fucking toothless agreement was made that a bunch of people are basically ignoring. It's all bullshit. It's getting worse. All the scientific evidence says that.
It's worth recalling that the last time the Earth experienced a comparable concentration of CO2 was 3 to 5 million years ago. Back then, the temperature
when
was...
Henry Ford invented the Model T.
Right. Back then, the temperature was 2 to 3 degrees centigrade warmer, and sea levels were 10 to 20 meters higher than now. So let's go back to that. I don't see a problem. You know?
I mean, the Earth is still here, isn't it?
Yeah, I could use another.
Let's live in a tropical paradise, guys.
I mean, think about this. Think about all the people who are living right now inland who are going to have beachfront property in the next few years.
Wow. Good point, TJ.
Good return on that investment.
Right. I mean, you got some shitty little house, fucking 100 miles inland. Bam. Now it's beachfront property.
Everybody made fun of me for living in Kansas, but they ain't laughing now.
I guess not.
So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So, we got a lot to look forward to. John Delaney. Hey, can I get a what from my Delaney-acs out there? Yeah.
Delaney!
John Delaney creates his own campaign bounce. Damn right. You seen this?
Sick.
Check out the Delaney-ac, bro. Boom.
Dude, when have we had a president that could do even one of those?
Was that the most fit president we could ever imagine
Imagine if Trump tried to do this, dude. I mean, just imagine Trump attempting to do this.
He would bust his big, stupid melon on that fucking table. Go, Delaney, go.
Dude, Delaney's one of the dudes that, even if he is in shape and buff and shit, you look at his face and you can't take him seriously.
I wouldn't say that to his face, though. Looks like he could.
Delaney would snap you like a fucking twig, Scotty.
He'd beat the eyebrows off your fucking head.
That may be so, man. That may be so, but you know what?
He'd reach out with one hand and snap your fucking neck like a toothpick.
Well, this will be quick, dude. So if my death's at the hands of John Delaney,
no, he'll do it. He'll do it in just such a way so that you're just a quadriplegic. He wouldn't kill you with it. Just put you in a fucking wheelchair blowing through a hose for the rest of your life.
You know, he's probably really gonna do to torture me. He'll put me underneath that table and have to hear him jump on it all day. Boom.
So what's the story here? John Delaney standing in another empty room.
Yeah. Well, John Delaney can jump, man.
John Delaney can jump in an empty room.
He's good at
When's
jumping.
he going to use this as president, man?
Oh, all the time, dude. All the time. You can impress foreign diplomats.
Maybe he's hoping for a jump in the polls, TJ.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's really trying to leap ahead.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Scotty.
Yeah.
Jesus. Anyway, I thought we'd end on that happy note. John Delaney. I know there's a lot of Delaney-acs out there that are kind of feeling down because Delaney hasn't been in the conversation much lately, but he just bounced back in a big way. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, he needs to fucking get back on the debate stage and then hop up on the podium like that.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Could Donald Trump do this?
Absolutely not.
Look what I can do.
Donald Trump can barely pick his feet up to walk anymore. He just kind of shuffles around. Did you guys see Grandpa Trump talking about the dog? He had that dog that caught al-Baghdadi or whatever over at the White House, and he was like talking to the dog.
It's a tremendous pup.
That's all right. I talked to my dog.
Hey, Pooch.
Let's see it. Here he is.
Conan the dog, dude.
Oh, that's an awesome dog name.
That dog's pretty cool.
Dog has more balls than me. He got injured in fucking combat, dude.
So this is Conan. It's trained that if you open your mouths, you will be attacked. You want to be very, very careful. But Conan came over from the Middle East, just arrived with some of the great people from the Special Forces.
Conan's cool and all, but Melania is the one that I'm like really kind of drawing my focus here.
Because she's just standing as far from the president as she can and
like,
still being in the shot.
She's standing like way away from the rest of the group, and she's just so rigid.
Well,
and she looks very confused about where she is and what's going on.
Yeah, let's see. Did she interact with Conan or something?
Incredible. It was a flawless attack. And we just gave Conan a medal and a plaque. And it's really,
which he promptly chewed.
And I actually think Conan knew exactly what was going on. He was told about the breed. I don't
think so.
What's going on, dude?
I think Conan's a cool dog, man. But
look, Conan's taking a whiff of Pence's dick, dude.
She is, dude.
Pence dick.
So, dude, Conan knows what the fucking dick of Pence smells like, dude.
I said, what chance would a strong man have? Really strong,
he's going for his asshole?
fighter. What chance would this person have against Conan without the guns? What chance? And I guess the answer pretty much was none. He would have no chance. This is the ultimate fighter, ultimate everything.
ultimate everything.
It's the ultimate everything. Dude, this dog is fucking badass, dude.
I think the deep state has instituted the Grandpa Trump principle. All right, today, how are we going to keep him from fucking burning this country down? Let's bring a dog over and tell him it's like a military dog. It's the ultimate fighter. It can beat any man one-on-one.
It's fucking super badass.
Let him play with the dog for a little while.
Ultimate in terms of sniffing drugs. We have
sniffing drugs.
Damn, dude, Conan knows how to fucking party too, man.
Holy shit!
Notice you work hard, he plays
cool
hard,
as
dude.
fuck. I take it all back.
Conan's all like, "Give me a line, Mr. President."
I just did 2 big rails, and Conan did 3.
Here's the ultimate drug sniffing dog.
He went up to me, man.
It's rare that anyone outdrugs me.
Money on drug equipment at the border. And I was talking to the people. I say, well, is there anything better than this equipment? No, sir. The only thing better is a dog. A dog, this type of dog, exactly, because it's a certain type of dog.
So wait a minute.
Oh, my God.
Look at this type of dog here. The one right here. This one could do
This
it.
particular kind of dog, whatever the fuck dog that is that's the one.
I love that, dude.
He's the drug sniffing machine you've ever seen.
We're putting all this very top of the line equipment into the border wall, and I just asked my generals, like, is there anything better than this equipment? And they were like, nothing but a dog.
Dude.
A dog.
Like, why don't we just get some dogs at the border?
Dude. You know, there's a certain.
Dude, you know what? Fuck the wall. We should just have a fucking we should just make a bunch of clones of Conan.
An army of dogs, dude.
To just guard our border. And it's like, you don't like Mexicans. Any Mexicans that try to cross, you eat them.
Do you know, I was just thinking, TJ?
Yes.
I was thinking there's a certain individual that a lot of people have wanted us to cover for a while.
Uh-huh.
But it's like, why do we even need to cover that when we have one that's like president, dude?
I
we don't need to go fucking slumming it. We got the fucking president of the United States. Come on.
Dog. And it's pretty amazing, but they are really better. We had a case where we had drugs in the cylinder of a car, and it was undetectable by this very expensive machinery, which is really amazing machinery. But still, it was undetectable.
Doesn't sound that amazing.
It's amazing. It was full, but it's amazing.
It's easy. You know, you put it in the cylinder, can't even see
But
it.
you got a dog like fucking Conan.
But Conan, he fucking saw that shit. He's all like, whoa, wait a minute. I know when there's drugs about.
The dog came in, wah, jumped in the hood, pointing, you know. They opened the hood and knew exactly.
The dog opened the
Incredible
hood?
sense of
Damn,
smell,
dude, that dog's
or
a
whatever it may be,
badass.
Probably sense of smell. So they're incredible animals, and thank you all very
Maybe
much.
probably his sense of smell.
I would agree with that.
I don't know. Maybe probably his sense of smell or something. Who knows?
That's correct, dude.
Who can fucking really
Dude,
say, you
the
know?
BBC is doing the work of the media now.
Your tax dollars at work.
See what's going
well,
on
the British tax dollars work.
The more I learn about people, the more I like dogs. Well done, Donald. You have a new tie on. Trump makes me laugh whenever he speaks. I agree with that. Seems like a meaningless spectacle. What are you talking about?
How dare you, William C.?
Fuck you.
This is the business
Go
of the
back
country.
to communism.
Yeah, why don't you go back to commie China or wherever you're from?
Yeah, where are you from? The Soviet fucking Union? Where are you from? North Korea? Stay the fuck off YouTube comments.
You don't fucking besmirch our great president, you son of a bitch.
Well, this show has officially bled all of my patriotism back out of me again, and now I hate America again. So thank you for that, TJ.
Good.
Yep. I had a brief moment where I loved this country this morning, and now I can't stand it anymore.
Dude, we were like medieval doctors on the show, TJ. Like the leech that bled Paul fucking dry.
My patriotism humors were a little
We've
high.
cured his patriotism. Now he's back to normal.
His colors return to normal.
Ah, yes.
Back to normal, Paul.
Awesome. All right. Well, see you motherfuckers next time. Bye-bye.
Later.